thinking it's going to be a little while before people show up because the YouTube thing is broken. Well, I know why this morning we had 2 hurt ducks in the pen. The little hurt peeking from in here got out. Unbelievable. Alright, I'm doing egg recon. How can I do egg recon here and hold the camera? Let's see if we can make this happen here. What do I got here? I can't believe it. That little peeking jumped out. There's 2, 4, 5. Yesterday I got 21 eggs yesterday. So it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Only 15 today. Okay. Right, hang on. YouTube notifications are really broke this morning. This afternoon, I should say. I went for I've been running around. I haven't done much. Yeah, that's it. Only 14 eggs today. Huh. Yeah. 14. I'm thinking YouTube's broken. Or nobody's commenting. Okay, this is strange. Is there anybody there? Inga, okay. Are you the first person to comment? I got 14 or 15 eggs. Nope, Tom's fine. I talked to Tom. He's totally cool. Well, he said everything was cool unless he lied to me. But he says he's cool. I love Tom too. I actually really like Tom. Tom and I have a friendship behind the camera. So that's why I was giving him a hard time. But are we good here? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Nope. So anyways, I went to run around. I did a bunch of running. I had a drink of water here. I had a bunch of running around to take care of garage business, duck business, and then I came home. And actually, when I was at the hardware store, I had like some kind of volcanic exhaustion fart hit me. And I couldn't even talk. I was wiped right out. And then I got thinking to myself, oh, I've been going pretty hard here. Because I forget, because it's a blur to me here. Because, like Saturday I paid my pens, and, killed myself at the patio stones for 7.5 hours of craziness. Okay, what are you doing in here? You got a little duck hiding in here. Are you alright, little duck? Oh, wow. What happened to you? That's bizarre. Okay, I got a problem. Okay, I can't get this camera to turn around. Come here, little duck. Holy mackerels. We got a problem. This little duck is being attacked. It's got blood. I gotta put this. That duck got beat up at the Magoon? When, Plasma? What did it, Plasma? The fact that it's hiding in the tent. It actually looks like it's being mated to crap too. A goose. Okay, which goose though, Plasma? You're not giving me much to work on here. I got a safe place to put it. Goose, after you put those feet down. See, this is the geese, eh? You gotta separate them. That's why I gotta get this done. So we can separate them. And I got a good place to put her. She's got food, pellets, and water. It's alright, little duck. It's a little runner duck. Well, do you got a screenshot or something there, Plasma? Something I can work on, like a little, so we can do a wanted poster. Well, it's all right. It's in there now. The hospital will get better. We got to find that goose. If there's an aggressive goose like that here, there's only one way to fix it. And we know how that happens. Shotgun. Blow its head off and cook it. No screwing around. If he's that aggressive, then he's got to go to the oven. Okay, I got a problem. Damn. How am I going to do this? I don't think I can walk across because the water level's too high. Ah. Well, let's see how far I can go across here. I got my winter boots on so that I can. Nope. Water level's really high. Okay, I gotta come up with another solution here. I got my winter boots on. So I plan on sitting down and doing a Magoon stream here because I'm not working. But my milk carton is over there, and I need my really tall rubber boots on. So I go back to the house. I got a milk carton over there. We're doing a little bit of walking around here today. I know where there's another milk carton. I'm gonna have to do a recon going from the other side to get the milk carton over there. See, I don't have any bridges. And the water levels are too high now to cut across since I built the dam. Because my other rubber boots, which are no good to sit out here in the weather because it's only 4 degrees Celsius. It's sunny, but it's not really nice. Well, it is nice. It would be a good day to do a little bit of work, but like I said, I was at the hardware store, and it just hit me. Well, the first hardware store I went to was the new one. Remember I told you about the new one? The new owners that took over the hardware's lumberyard, and I pitched them on what we're doing here, and they knew what I was doing, but went into great detail. And they have a Facebook page and a Google Place page with nothing on it. And I went, you got no reviews, you got nothing? I know a crew of people that can help you out. You know, depending on how nice you want to be to us on the Duck Adventure. So I pitched them and told them all about Marshalls and everything. Because when I made the list up of all the material we needed, I was like, holy mackerel, there's a lot of material, you know? Yep, the review crew, that's us, Inga. So, and they have this Facebook page with no likes, no reviews, no nothing. And I said, well, how would you like a couple 100 5-star reviews? And they were like really keen on that. And I said, and some really good exposure on helping the ducks out and all that kind of stuff. And then I explained to them how the food bank works, and how there's no government money, and everything has to be donated via private money and private corporations. It was Lucy that attacked the little duck. So anyways, I was, after doing the big brain drain, doing the pitch to them, then I went to Home Hardware. And then I went and bought the parts I needed to fix my furnace situation. It was $3, the whopping parts. And I almost made the mistake ordering them online. And it was $12 plus $13 shipping online. And the local furnace place, $3. So we'll see who comes over to see it. So you're saying that it was Lucy that attacked the little duck? Oh, I might have got one emblem. Oh, they're coming over. They're coming over to see us. It's really cool though. You didn't get the plate number, Maggie? So what do you think of this lens? Do you think it's a better picture today? You know, I can't remember the last time I saw Lucy, actually. But Lucy doesn't really like me. But honestly, I don't remember the last time I saw her. The lens is awesome. So let's do a switch here, because I have the lens here. It's much clearer, right? It looks sharper, you think? Let's try another lens. I'm going to put it back, okay? Hang on. I'm going to switch lenses. Okay, so this is the regular... this is the regular lens on an iPhone. That's what that looks like, okay? Now this is the old lens I used to use on the iPhone. Okay, so that's what I used all summer. Was that lens? That is actually looks pretty bad. Actually, it doesn't seem as crisp, eh? Like I can tell just looking. Yeah. So that's the old lens. It doesn't look very sharp actually. And this is the new lens. Hang on. Let me get it centered. What a difference in the size. Yeah, the new lens rocks, eh? There is I you know something it is? Often the background there, like out over there, on the little tiny screen that I'm looking on right now, I can actually see the detail of the ducks back there, but with the cheap lens I can't. But the cheap lens works good on this side for the selfies. So I'm sharing too much with you guys. I just want to let you know I got into trouble. And don't forget, Carl, it's only $27 Canadian. And it's $7.20 too, eh? It's like, think about that. No, not TK. Another person. I got into trouble. I'm in trouble. I had to refund their money. I think the zoom's even better. Yeah, the zoom even looks better, right? Yeah, anyways. You know how I get stupid stuff sent to me and I share it with you? You know how I when people email me like dumb stuff and I share it? You know that? How I do that? Well, I got in trouble for sharing something stupid that was, even though I didn't say the person's name. You know, I don't out people that way. But you know, I was in trouble. They're no longer going to watch the show, they said. Yeah, part snowflake. Oh, look at this coming right up to me. Tender souls. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Like, I'm not kidding you. This thing is not even a foot from me. Okay. Why are you coming so close? I thought it was going to snatch the phone out of my hand, actually. No, Maggie, I gave the refund because they felt that because they made a donation to the show that I owed them something. So because, you know, I said, well, if you think I owe you something, then here's your money back. I don't know why it came close, but I think maybe the lens was too much. So what it was, remember I told you, well, you know how I've been having a boot problem. Okay, why are you coming so close? Okay, that's a male. Why is that male coming so close to me? If you decide to get aggressive, that's a bad thing, Mr. Goose. Yeah, so anyways, you know I'm having a boot problem, okay? Well, this person decided to give me advice, but the thing was, their advice, get this, their advice was a combination of two boot companies molded together with one advice. You know what I mean? It was the most uninformed advice you could give, which I shared with you people. And that was the wrong thing to do, according to them. How do you give advice on something when you don't know all the facts? I don't understand that. So anyways, they were really mad. And they said that I was cranky and snarky. So, well, some days I am, but not every day. Did I get $50 today? I don't know. I didn't see any money come through today. I just did a refund today though for the $50 because they were because I owed them because they had donated to the show. But they don't realize that the show is about feeding the homeless and donating eggs to charity and helping people. It's not just helping me. It's the fact that that I'm a little bit snarky some days. But I never told them their name. I never outed them, who they were. And I've seen them comment before. But I never said, oh, that's that stupid person that gave me the advice that was two companies mixed together into one. You know what I mean? It was just the stupidest advice, too. Just brain dead advice. I know, Gene. Some of you like my snarky side. Okay, the geese are awful close, folks. Maybe they're setting me up to attack. We're talking 20 inches from me. Give it the pat in the head. I'm honestly, Ryder, I'm thinking that they're setting me up for an attack here. The ducks are staying away from me on the other side, though. Yes, it has, Gene. And since I decided today to, lack of a better term, screw the dog, I thought I'm going to go outside and sit with them at the Magoon. Because I'm tired. Ryder, I remember as a kid getting beaten up by geese. The infamous white barnyard goose. And nipping your bum and leaving those big giant welts. Oh man, didn't like that. Doug's in the house so he wouldn't destroy the moment. If I had Doug here, he'd be running around. Am I going to breed the double angel wing goose? Whatever happens, happens. If I wouldn't have had, 1,200 birds here, I could have probably fixed that angel goose. I could have fixed it. So I gotta turn the camera around here. Hang on, bear with me. All right. Oh, it worked. Okay, so I'll go like this. Okay, so the boot. Oh man, the boot dilemma. It never ends. Okay, the company STC Footwear, the ones that I sent the boots back to there August, and they said that I had worn the boots out after 3.5 months, and they're which was just ridiculous. Anyways, then they said they're going to send me boots, and they're going to send me boots, and then they said they would send them Monday, and then they said we didn't have any stock, and they would be in October, and then it turned out it was the end of October before I got them. Okay, so then the boots came, and the new size 11 is smaller than the old size 11, and my toes rubbing, and I got a hangnail, and it's killing me. So I don't even like putting them on. It hurts, but I gotta wear them because I'm working. Okay, and I could hurt myself. And my other boots, I had to send back those Red Wing ones. I had to send them back. So November the 2nd, their customer service supervisor emailed me and said, we can send you a size 12, but you have to send back the other boots first, which I totally understand that. But the problem is that I need a pair of work boots right now, and my backup work boots have a wicked leak in them that I've already siliconed the holes up and everything, and it don't work. And it's like this time of year with the water and the cold, and it's like, no, I gotta, they might be, my big toe might be rubbing on the inside, but I can put up with it other than having wet feet. So it's like, I can't be without boots. So that was November the 2nd. So I emailed them back on November the 2nd. And I said to them, I've worn these boots because you never got back to me October 25th to November the 2nd. I've worn the boots. They're dirty, but they don't fit like I told you on October 25th. And which I could, why does it take you 7 days to reply back? But anyways, so I kept emailing and I kept emailing like, why are you not replying from my November 2nd? So I phoned her and I left a voicemail on this supervisor's phone. And I said, I've emailed you. Can you please check my email? And why are you not replying back? I've got the boots. I want size 12. But I can't wait. So what I'll do is I'll go on your website and buy the size 12. You send them to me, and then when I get the size 12, I'll send you back the size 11. You can just credit me the size 12 purchase back. Left a message last night, 7:26, and then today, no emails, no nothing. So I called again, and I got her on the phone, and I'm like, okay, but you're too busy to answer emails, you're too busy to answer voicemail, but yet you're answering your phone. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. So they're in Quebec City, all right? I don't speak French, and they speak barely any English. Right off the bat, there's a problem. She can't articulate to me what's going on, and she's the customer service rep for Canada, a customer service manager for Canada, and can barely speak English. I don't know what's going on there, but anyways. So I said to her, I sent you an email. Yes, I sent you an email November the 2nd. I said, yes, I got that email that I replied to you about the size 12 boots. And I said, you'd never reply back. And she goes, well, we're very busy. She goes, we don't answer emails in 2 hours. I said, it's been 7 days. Like, it's like, why don't you answer? That's like 7-day turnaround. We're very busy. I'm like, well, maybe you people need to hire some more people there. So I said, I left you a message last night. I ordered on your website the size 12 boot. I don't do website orders. I'll pass you through that department. I said, no. I said, I ordered the boots. I've bought them. You've charged my Visa card. Now they're coming to me. I want to send back the size 11. You credit. And I'm like, she goes, well, I don't know if we can do that. I said, well, what's the difference? Like, what's the difference? Like, it's like I'm depositing. You won't send me the size 12 until you get the size 11 back. So how about I just buy the 12s, send the 11s back, and then you just credit my Visa when you get the 11s back? Like, why is that so hard? I said, I can't be without boots. And that's when I said, I'm in my busy season. I got lots to do and I need boots. She goes, she goes, I don't know if I can do this. And it's like, I'm like, well, why can't you do this? Like, this company, unbelievable. So then I started digging on their website. It turns out they only warranty their boots for 60 days. I'm like, whoa, man, that's their warranty, 60 days. They're an unbelievable company. I will never buy from them again, ever. Inga, I can understand their reluctance to send me a size 12 without getting the 11s back. But if I'm willing to buy the 12, if I'm willing to fork the cash over, buy the 12, and then when I get them, I'll send you the 11 back. Like, that sort of, there's an incentive for me to send the 11s back, which are too small. You know what I mean? But they couldn't grasp that. That's like, I'm like, why can't you grasp that? What is, like, I'm serious. I need bigger boots. I can't wait. If I send these back, it takes 2 weeks for them to do the turnaround. I can't go 2 weeks without boots. And then to say they're too busy. We're too busy to answer our customers. Oh, 60 days. I couldn't believe. Well, go on their website, STC Sam Tom Sam Tom Charlie STC footwear or foot boots or something.com, something like that. And they click on the details, the terms, they call it terms, 60 days. Oh. It's not a sales rep, it's a customer service. No, they suck you in with an English speaking sales rep, but if you got a problem, they put you through to the non-English speaking people. That's the way you do it. You know, you want to wear your customer down so that you don't have any warranty returns, make it impossible to communicate with them. But they're not coming over. Okay, I'm going to turn this around because I want to do the big lens. It's just that if I turn this way, it's too dark because the sun's to my back. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm having... no. Okay, this was working. It was working. Lick the thumb was working before. Licking the thumb. Oh, there. Okay, it worked. It's time for the review crew to show up. Oh, the English switch to French trick. Yeah, when you got a problem, oh, we only speak French. Knowing that you don't speak French. I take a dip in the Magoon. Gene, honestly, if I didn't have ducks, I'd go for a dip in it. But I'm not really interested to take a dip in a Magoon full of dumps. But nobody's coming over. I had a bit of a tongue twister there. Yes, the Magoon is bigger, Debbie, because the water levels went up. The pool, the pond, the Magoon probably gained about 2 feet completely around it in surface area. Well, I'll show you. See right here? Can you see? I used to walk right there. Now the water comes over to here because actually I used to walk over there, right there. That used to be the edge, and now we're over to here. So it is getting bigger. It's got more surface area, which is exactly what I said it would do. Well, I'll show you. We'll go for a little walk here. Actually, I can go for a walk around the other side. That's what we'll do. And I'll get the milk cart while I'm over there. See how far the water goes up? Hang on here. See? It goes way up there. See where it ends? The water used to end right here. Okay? But because of the water levels up, here, we'll go for a walk around. Okay? We haven't done a walk around, actually, in a while. So. Oh, walk in the fall. I know. Right? It's almost romantic. Oh, yeah, another thing. Oh, look at this. See? They've drilled it out where they've been getting up here. This is getting more of a slope from them drilling. But I got to walk over here because that's pretty slippery looking mud. And I don't want to slide. So anyways, the person who said that I shared to that I outed them with their stupid advice, I slighted them. I shouldn't be sharing too much, that kind of stuff. I should keep the stupid advice to myself. Whoa, look at this. This is muck. It's melted. Yeah, she's slippery. Oh, is she ever slippery? The ducks have really made it really mucky. Oh, boys, look at this for a puddle of mud. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't waste the grass seed. All the grass seed would have been wasted if I would have put it down. Well, this is not a bad side to sit. Oh, no, I can't film from this side. It's too much glare. But she's pretty high. Look how high that is, eh? She's pretty high. So my dam She's holding up pretty good here. Got a little bit of debris. Still a lot of water flowing. Look at that, eh? Here, I'll try to get a little better angle for you. That's look how wide it is. Look at this. We got some serious water flowing in here. I got some debris I gotta get rid of though. I don't really plan, Lester. I just sort of wing it. But we got a problem here. This is not supposed to be here. Hang on here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I can't have this stuff sitting on top. Hang on here. I tell you what I'll do. I'll do this. Hang on. You can see what I'm doing. It looks very beaverish. That's exactly what I was thinking, Maggie. We're thinking alike here, but I got to fix this because I can't have the water that high, or I could potentially get a washout situation. So you can watch the little boy playing in the mud puddle. Okay, how does that sound? Oh, that's cold on the hands. Yeah, she was blocked up too much. I really should put some gloves on and do a little more. Matt foraging for food in the stream. That's me, Simon. There's still some stuff here that should not be here. I really should get rubber gloves on. My hands are frozen. Because I got to keep that open so that it doesn't get too high. Because if it starts getting too high, and let's say it starts going over there, it could erode this out and make a big mess. No, but we got some serious flow happening now, eh? Whew. Yes, it drains out to the lake, Gene. Yeah, I'll show you. See? That's the direction it goes. There's the lake out there. And it just goes around to the right, cuts through those trees, and then it goes out there to the creek. There's the creek over there, right there. See the creek, the bulrushes? Goes over there, and then it comes. Then the creek cuts through those trees. So, but I really need rubber gloves on, my big rubber gloves, and because I'm telling you, man, that water's ice cold. Let's see if I can walk around here. I might not even be able to cross on the other side because it's too high. Man, the water's nice and clear. Matt, look up for the duck. What duck? What duck? What are you talking about? There's ducks all over here. She's getting clear. Okay, let me go across here. I gotta be careful because my winter boots aren't as high as look at the water, right? She's coming from everywhere. Okay, relax, ducks. The sun's at the perfect height that is blinding me right now. There's a washout. A little bit of mud got washed in. There's some more washout here. I gotta get this fence moved over to the garage. Well, I could stay here for the winter. It doesn't really matter. But... oh no, I can't even get across here. I'll try over here, but I think the mud's too deep. So if memory serves me correct, it's really, really soft right up here. Man, the water that's flowing is pretty awesome. Duck feathers. The north wind, eh? Alright, well, this is the point of no return here. I'm going to step down in this and hopefully I don't sink too much. Oh, we're hard. Okay, that's good. Oh, we're rock hard. Right on. Ah, see that? Don't even have to worry. The last time I stepped in here, I sunk out of sight. She's flowing good. She's actually cutting a deeper hole. Look at the holes cutting here. Pretty soon, this washout is going to cut a hole. Look at that. That's all cut out from the water, and it's actually. I wonder if we can walk up there. Let's try this out. I haven't been over here in a couple of weeks. Oh yeah, it's washing out good. Look at this. The rocks are showing. Look at the water. Eh? It just comes right out of the ground. Somewhere over here, there's a stream. Crystal clear water, though. All right, I can get the milk carton. Can't walk back the other way, though. We gotta go back around the long way back. So, all the way over to get a milk carton. What you do? I watched a guy on YouTube walk around his homemade Magoon to get a milk carton. And then he played in ice cold water with his hands, pulled sticks out. He sort of looked like a beaver taking a dam apart. And how old are you? Oh, I'm a full-grown adult. Oh, okay. I can't see the chat, guys, because I got my glasses on, which I shouldn't have, walking across uneven terrain. So if all of a sudden you see the camera smashing to the ground, like the ground fast approaching your screen, it's because I've just fallen. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm carting over there. What's up with the camera? Was the camera doing weird things? Well, it could be because I'm really far away from the Wi-Fi. I'm probably pushing 500 feet from the tower, which is just a router and a garbage can. Still haven't heard anything about our router. Or tower, I mean. Yeah, I need to get rubber gloves and clean this out. Look at the water. She's flowing now, eh? Yeah, it keeps freezing. It could also be because the phone's cold. I noticed that the other morning, that when it was cold, that it wasn't working right. Aha, I know what the problem is. The warning just came up on the screen. Does anybody know what the warning is? Okay, I can't see anything because I'm walking through mud. I'm struggling, but hang on, I got the sun right to my eyes. I'm walking on really slippery mud. So I know what's wrong. I've been down this road before. Okay, I gotta sit back down. Okay. Oh, I got mud all over my hands. What's this? It should be. I gotta check. I'll be right back. Okay, we're running on battery pack now. Man, she runs out quick, eh? 48 minutes and the battery's crapping out. The cool air, eh? It sucks the life out of the battery on a phone. It's sucking the life out of my hands with the cold water, though. I can tell you that much. Yeah, I'm just getting my gloves on here, folks. All right, I'm suited back up, so we'll see if the ducks come over. We have battery. So that's why the water was really, really high. Oh yeah, she's already come down a lot. Look at, see? There's the old water line, and there's the new water line. It's already come down like 1.5 inches. The goose with angle winch, no, you can't clip them back, rider. That'd be sort of like, having a hangnail, getting a hangnail, and then, I'll fix that. I'll just cut my finger off at the first knuckle. How would that be? Oh yeah, well, why'd you cut your finger off at the first knuckle? I had a hangnail. That's basically what it is. All the washed out mud will make the lagoon shallower. Yeah, Norm? Yeah, you can clip you can. Yeah, you can take and clip the end of the wings off. They call that pinning. It's when but you gotta really, honestly, you're supposed to pin birds when they're really, really young, like really young, like tiny, tiny, tiny. When they're they're really really young and the wings are soft. To do it now, you really honestly should take it to the vet and have them put under and then do it. Like have them sedated. You know, someone's grumpy with my humor. Yeah, pinion. Sorry. To pinion, not pinion. Sorry, Simon. I've got all the background programs shut off. I'm on low power mode. Plus, I got a battery pack. So I've got to be careful what I share. So now I think I need to have a review process. What? Okay, now it says I got low battery, 10% remaining, but I've got it plugged into the battery pack. Okay, that's impossible. Hang on. Let me just check the battery pack. It's like, unless the battery pack's garbage. This doesn't make any sense, folks. Like, look at, see, oh, sorry. I got the battery pack right here, see? It's a 4,000 milliamp battery pack. But it's not giving me enough power to run the phone. But I've used it. Yeah, it is charged, Inga. It had 4 lights on it before I brought it out. It's not -5 here right now. So it's like +5. Okay, I gotta check. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. You know the weird thing is? Okay, the battery pack. You know when you plug an iPhone in and it goes beep, beep, and goes a little bit of a vibration when you're charging it? You know what I mean? Does anybody understand that? On an iPhone, when you plug it in, it gives that little jiggle and noise, and then it comes on, and then it says it's charging, and then the little lightning bolt is beside the battery. Well, that's what happens when I plug the battery pack in. But the battery pack ain't keeping up to the draw of the phone to keep us alive here today, to do this stream. And everybody's staying away from us. Yes, we have Muscovies here. Anita's weather says it's 41 degrees Fahrenheit here. I don't think it's that warm, Anita. 41's pretty warm. It's about 5 degrees. So you're saying I need to get a bigger battery pack than a 4,000? Norm thinks it's the cable. But it does the beep beep, rigamajig, shaky lightning bolt thing. Like it says it's charging. Do you think I need a bigger battery pack than 4,000 milliamps to do this? Like, 4,000 milliamps is a bigger battery than the camera has. It's because of the new lens. Oh, I never thought of that. You're right. 4,000 is huge. The battery pack's bigger than the phone. If it's USB, the voltage is all the same. Yeah, Disco's still here, Debbie. Okay, so you want me to read? I'll read the specs off the battery pack here because everybody's got their input right now, and we got to get to the bottom of this because some Duck Adventure people are losing it. Okay, so it says on the battery pack that it's a 4000 mAh 3.7 volt, okay? And it's a 4.8 watt hour, all right? And it says that the output is a 5 volt 2 amp output, all right? Which USB is 5 volts, and 2 amps has got to be enough to run a phone, because that would be 10 watts. And considering that an iPhone only has a 5 watt charger, which would be like having a 5 volt 1 amp output. So this battery pack actually has twice the output as the phone charger has. You think it's a false reading on the phone? I'm thinking it is too. Something's wrong. We'll just go until she crashes. Okay, how does that sound? And if all of a sudden the stream ends, you know. All right? Did the lens get dirty? Why? Is there something wrong now, Jennifer? Okay, let me just check the lens. No, the lens is crystal clear. That thing is massive. Can't believe the size of the glass on it. It's a big, big lens. It almost looks professional, Crazy. All right. Jennifer's trying to troubleshoot. Don't do that to me, Jennifer, please. Because then you make me do things like making you look at me, look at the lens. The pack's in my pocket, so it shouldn't be cold. The ducks won't come over. Yeah, it's pretty cool, how clear the video is. It was a car battery. That's it, Mel. I'm not going to get triggered over that. But a car battery, and I just got to come up with some kind of harness. Like a belt hook or something to hook the car battery to. That's what I got to do. I got to come up with a car battery belt holder. Something that can go through my loops. If I yell, "Hello, ducks," you're going to be deaf because the microphone's an inch away from my mouth. They're not coming over. Like, they've left us. Look at this. Like, they're just gone. Nobody's coming over. Not even the geese. I don't get this. I'm going to point the microphone away from me and I'm going to yell at them. Hello, ducks! Oh, they came running out of the creek. See that when I yelled? They come running out? No, I got the males are answering back, but not the females. You can hear the males, but you can't hear the females. I'll try it again. Hey, ducks! No, not getting a lot of response. Oh, the geese are coming over. Only the drakes answered though. So I didn't do anything constructive. But the lady at the new hardware store said that they're going to get back to us today with what kind of price or deal they're going to give us. And then Steve at Home Hardware said he'd get back to me tomorrow on a price. So it's going to be a who's going to give us the best deal to get the most positive reviews. We can be bought on the Duck Adventure, right? It's a bidding war for the review team. It's supposed to be sunny like this for the next 3 days. Well, they're independently owned, but they're franchise deal. I'm hoping they come through with a crazy deal to make up for my $800 mistake. Kind of like Ace. I don't know if Ace is like that. No, the franchise, not French. But I'm just blown away how nice this picture is. I'm really shocked at these lenses. They have a whole bunch of different lenses too, eh? I was looking at their website. They got like a whole bunch of selections of different types. Keeping local businesses hostage. The Duck Review team. Well, if you treat us good, you get treated good. If you treat us bad, you get treated bad. It's a pretty simple thing. I'm getting the quote in writing. Aikenhead's Drugstore. Yep, we have that here. It looks good on the 60-inch TV. So for $720, it still looks good on a 60-inch, eh? Yeah, I'm doing the chinking tomorrow. Doing a bunch of stuff tomorrow. Just today, after I did all my running around and I just got tired, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I got tired and lazy. I'm not gonna lie. I could lie, make something up. That's something came up and there was a complicated situation. I had tech errors, or I could make up all kinds of lies. Actually, let me just think of one. I could have went into the house, turned the internet off, and just said, "Oh, I had an internet problem," you know. And I spent the whole afternoon looking, trying to fix the internet problem, and I got nothing done. You know what I mean? I could have done that. But I didn't. I'm sitting here sharing too much. But I saw how nice it was, and I thought, oh, I'll put my long underwear on. I'll put my winter boots on. I'll put my fleece on. I'll put my winter jacket on. I'll suit all up, and I'll come out here and sit in the Magoon and share some more. And that's what I'm doing. And I'll see who wants to come and join me for some commercial-free streaming. Underwear review? I'll do an underwear review. I wear Stanfield's 100% cotton, made in Canada. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do a review of my long underwear tomorrow morning. How does that sound? Okay, now it says I got low battery 10% again. But I was low battery 10% before. Like, actually 20 minutes ago. I think the battery pack is trying to get it above 10%, but the drain from streaming, it keeps taking us below the 10%. Oh, listen to the adults. It's too bad I didn't have a better microphone. A microphone facing them instead of me. You could hear them. The males are talking to the females, huh? That's what that noise is. So the picture looks good, even though there's some scrap metal over there, right there. It's not like perfect, pristine. But if I go like that, there you go. There, that's totally nature. There's nothing man-made. There's no scrap metal in the picture. But it's one hell of a nice day out, though. Inga, why'd you retract your message? I didn't see what it said. Did you say something bad? There's 130 people. Do you want to know how many people YouTube says right now there's here enjoying this? That I've just sat out here for 66 minutes to entertain 26 people, commercial free. Thank you, Strawberry. I've done a lot of work here to make it look like this. There's 134 people. Well, it makes me feel a lot better. The YouTube app, it gets there's probably 25 people on the Magoon stream right now and 88 thumbs up. Goodbye, Sarah. I am just blown away by the depth of the picture. It's so big. Like, I'm sitting here and I almost have the whole Magoon. You know what? I bet you if I go up in the hill, I could get the whole Magoon to be in here. Let's try this. Okay, I'm going to walk up the hill. I'm walking up the hill. I'm sharing it all. Okay, we're walking up higher on the hill. Oh, so how does that look? I can get almost the whole Magoon. This is a wider lens than on the big camera, folks, because on the big camera I can't get the whole Magoon. Like, that's the whole Magoon. I'm blown away. Do you believe it? This lens is unbelievable. Like, I'm exactly the same distance. Well, I'll show you. Right there. There's the big camera is in that tent. Right there. Okay? Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll go in here and you can open up two browsers and look for yourself. Because whatever view you're getting right now out of here, I'll show you. I'll put this camera in the exact same spot. Okay. Oh yeah, what a difference. Hang on here. No, it's almost the same. Actually, the lens on the iPhone is bigger. It's wider. Because I'm getting the outside edges of the tent on the iPhone, and I'm not getting it on the big camera. That's pretty amazing. I'm blown away. Trigger Matt with the drone. You want to trigger me? You know what'd be cool? Let's put this lens on the little. Oh, hang on here. It keeps giving me the 10% warning on the battery, so the battery pack's having a hard time keeping her up here. Is put the big lens on Tom's little iPhone 4 and duct tape it to the drone, and then fly it up and crash the drone into the Magoon and lose it all. What do you think? Oh, Amanda, how I haven't seen you in a while either. And you changed your name again. I thought it was a Big Goose Adventures. You can't keep changing your name if you want to remember. Want me to remember who you are. I talked to Tom. Yeah. It's an iPhone 6 Plus. With a big, massive lens on it. And a lot of fingerprints on the touchscreen that now the picture looks terrible for me. It looks good for you, but right now it looks terrible for me. I'm surprised Tom hasn't shown up for the stream. Well, it's 119 where he is, so... Well, Norm, hit F5 if your picture's blurry. Yeah, this iPhone's got way too much attachments on it. It's ridiculous what I have created. There was no notification, Gene? I'm sorry. Oh, Tom is here. Hello, Thomas. Hello, have you been here for the whole stream? My arm is the gimbal. Oh, everybody's been missing Tom. You're welcome, Norm. We're going to come up with an F5 t-shirt. Oh, only the last 15 minutes? Okay. So you didn't see me playing in the ice cold water with my bare hands, cleaning the dam out, eh? Because it looked, as Maggie said, it looked a little bit beaverish. It had a beaverish look to it. A little too much debris. It was plugging her up, and the lagoon was too deep. No, we're going to have a F5 t-shirt with a duck on it, Jennifer, but thanks for taking sales away from me. Except we have a goose problem right now. We don't know what goose is the problem. Well, someone's insinuating, allegedly, that it was Lucy, which I wouldn't put it past Lucy. Hello, Jennifer. Jennifer Davis is waving her arms at me. You're all my favorites. Actually, you know what the person said to me? Oh, this is good. Oh, this is really good. Okay? I got to share this with you. Sorry, I just had to do that. The person that was mad at me for sharing their stupid email advice said that when I'm live streaming that I'm not talking to my buddies. Is what they said. That's what they said. That I'm not talking to my buddies. Strawberry Fields, F5, okay? I haven't seen Lucy either, but they said Lucy hurt a duck today. So, anyways, they said that you're not my buddies. I'm sorry to break the news to you. That you're just random people on the internet. And you're not really my buddies, okay? So this relationship we have is just it's just an internet-y type of thing, you know what I mean? Like that's what it is. You know what I mean? We're just sort of that internet thing. We're not really buddies, according to this person. So, anyways, I just couldn't believe it. Yes, snowflakes. Yes. I never even said their name. Like, I didn't call them out or anything. It's like I respected their privacy. I just shared their stupidity. And they took it quite personal. Oh, we got a goose coming over here. A lot of anger in this person. I don't know if it's anger or just stupidity. Okay, I think that's Frank. I was sharing too much, random person. No, they almost came close. I haven't seen Frank in a while either. So the Duck Adventure is really not a family. Well, I guess we could be family, but we can't be buddies. I never say hi to Bebet in the garden. I do so. Oh, people, don't be so sensitive. A dysfunctional family? Potentially. Oh, Aiden Singers. I warned you about this. This is a no emoji channel, man. Don't trigger me. You'll be gone. I'm telling you, man, don't do it. Just the emojis don't work on me. It's the fastest way to turn me off of life. There's lots of gaming channels you can go to. You can do that emoji thing. We actually articulate our thoughts into some form of text. Not always coherent, but we try to do some kind of text. That we try, even incomplete sentences in a comment, we try to figure out. But the emoji thing, I don't understand that at all. Oh, Vista's back from her meeting, and she knew she's got her priorities right back to the stream. Good girl. But he was on the Magoon stream, emojiing the crap out of it. All right, give him someone. Is there a moderator here that can time that boy out for me, please? Because I have to take my glove off to do it. And if I take my glove off, I'm going to ban him. Thank you, Vista. See, he's lucky I have a glove on. And I have a touch screen. Oh, TK just banned him. Oh, don't make Tom mad, eh? Tom. Oh, you're so harsh, Tom. Can I get my just right here? Oh, look who's here. We haven't seen her in a while. Does anybody know who this is? Honey got laid last week, eh? Did anybody see that? She's got a boyfriend. Oh, okay. I almost blocked somebody. That was close. It said that I had a whole bunch of choices, hateful speech or bullying or... I didn't mean to do that. I think it was Jennifer Davis I almost did it to. I'm getting some pretty awesome streaming here this afternoon. I know, Jennifer. It was a fat finger thing. I was trying to use the Zoom, and I accidentally touched your name, and then it came up with this block thing, and then it was like hate speech, bullying, and I'm like, what? Jennifer didn't do this to me. Because I was trying to zoom in on Honey. I was trying to give you something extra, and I almost banned you. No, I'm doing all the hatching myself. We don't have room to do hatching by natural selection. Okay, they're getting really close to me here. Like so close. I have one of those pencils. They don't work either. I tried it. I need to get a couple rolls of that. What do they call that? Conductive thread, and I need to sit down and sew 100 and no, actually no, yeah, 130 thumbs is what I need to do, and 130 index fingers. 260. I need to sew 260 tips. Can you see me doing that? I can't really get excited about it actually. Okay, you got to move away a little bit there, Goose. Your wings are almost hitting me. But everybody, okay, sorry. I'm just looking around here. Let's see if I can get even closer. We've lost a lot of water though. I'm looking here. The beaver damish thingy I had to clean out. Looks like I sucked about 4 inches of water down. The ducks are all staying on the outside. No, I haven't seen any flying action yet, Amanda, on the geese. We have Minnie, she flies, and Frank flies. And not only nature shots, Carl, they're live. It's a little bit fuzzy. To me anyways, it looks blurry. Minnie's so small. You're not being crude asking about a goose penis, so I don't know why you think it's crude. I have no idea what the goose penis looks like. I just know what duck penises look like. It's not because like I'm into duck penises or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's just I've never seen a goose penis. The zoom level, I think it's the camera can't focus. I think that's the problem. I think it's something to do with the light levels, because it seemed to focus better on the other side earlier. Yeah, we know what a duck penis looks like, Amanda. We're curious on what a goose penis looks like, because we've got inquiring minds here on the Duck Adventure. I wonder if I could. No, okay. I thought maybe I could go reach over there and grab her, but she's pretty focused. Sylvia's leaving us. Adios. I think the ducks are enjoying me being down here right now. It's 3:34 p.m. here, random person. So if you're 9 hours ahead of me, that means you're in Russia, somewhere in Russia, or Japan. No, it wouldn't be Japan. The Middle East. Where are you, random person? I'm curious, being 9 hours ahead of us. Sylvia is saying hello, but she just said she's going by. So, hola. Is random person going to tell us where he is? 9 hours ahead of us? I don't think random person is. Oh, 12:34 p.m. Oh, I thought you said a.m. All right. Now, see, you're nothing special. You're just in California. I thought maybe you were in Russia or somewhere like that. To be 9 hours ahead. Or the Middle East. Oh, there's Minnie. Right there. I'm sorry for calling you not special. You're nothing special. I'm sorry about that. That was being snarky of me. The barn chinking, it's done. I did it on this stream, Jennifer. Just go back to the beginning of it, and you'll see it. All right, at the beginning of the stream, I finished it. Then I got it finished, and then I thought, I'll go to the Magunan stream. So if you want to see chinking, go to the beginning of this stream. Right, folks? Anybody that's been here since the beginning, I did the chinking, and that was it. It didn't take long. It was like a 10-minute job. And then I was over here, sitting here with my winter clothes on, sharing the birds. See, 12:05 a.m. in Iran. Hello, Iran. I knew somebody was in the Middle East. See, I got my time zones right. I knew it was either like Eastern Russia or Middle East to be 9 hours ahead of us. So where was it? Who is that from Iran? Because we haven't had an Iranian here in a long time. Who is it? Syed. So Syed is probably the first person I've seen from Iran on the channel. That's pretty awesome. So he's special right now. Goodbye, Finder. No, I got the 10% warning again. Yeah, the battery pack's having a hard time keeping it above 10%. Norm, I triggered Norm. Did you see that? I just triggered Norm. Norm was just triggered. Did you see that, folks? I sent him over the edge. I know Norm could have got banned for swearing. So if there was like somebody really hard having hammering out there. Hello, Norm from Hawaii. You're not the Norm that just got triggered anyways. It's the other Norm. Jennifer wants to get alienated next. Okay. But give me something to work with, Jennifer. Norm's a good guy from Hawaii. I need something to work with, Jennifer. You want to give me something good? Insult your cooking. I can't. I don't know. I have never tasted it. We'll just let the conversation flow here. Something will happen, and then I'll put my foot in my mouth firmly, and you'll feel completely 100% gratified in your alienation. And your day will be complete then. Just give me time. I'm pretty good at it. I've been Ford's second husband for a long time. I get ignored a lot. I'll get her done. He'll give me a chance. I'm pretty good. Oh, so if you type in goose penis, a lot of pre-fill out on Google. So according to this, my phone has been dying since the 44-minute mark. So the battery pack does work. Because there's no way that I could go the last 45 minutes with 10% of my phone power. Yeah, the water is clearing up. Oh, look at it. You see? You can see rocks. It's happening. But I don't think it'll ever really clear up because the ducks are constantly going to stir things up. It might get clear and then get not clear, not clear. You know, it'll go back and forth. What a beautiful afternoon, though. They stir things up like I do. Yep, except that I trigger people when I stir things up. They don't trigger anybody. Oh, there's Minnie. There she is, right there. I can feel the temperature dropping though. Now the sun's getting lower. I can feel the cold air on the thigh of my pants. What's my favorite type of duck? Roasted duck. That's my favorite. Roasted duck. Does she give a good show, Virginia, when she lands in the morning? Oh, she dives like a torpedo, like a kamikaze pilot trying to hit the submarine. Are you having deja vu like you've done this before, Inga? Watching the stream with the ducks? Well, maybe they should have used ducks as kamikaze pilots to get the submarines then, eh? Oh, and Vista's gone to another meeting. I guess she has to go justify her job. I'll see you later. Oh, Norm's left. You notice since I triggered him, he left. He's no longer taking part of the conversation. Not Norm from Hawaii, the other Norm. I triggered him and then he left. Or unless somebody banned him. You can't trigger me today. Oh, Norm Barr's back. I'm surprised. I was working on Alienate you there, Norm. You know, I'm working hard at it. It takes a lot of work. Yes, but I make you upset, Norm. So how can you find that relaxing on a Tuesday afternoon? Or is it Monday afternoon? I don't know. It's an afternoon, and you're watching some guy on YouTube that makes you upset because he won't answer questions the way you like them answered. Oh, little duck sex. It's Tuesday, Gene? Okay, that's good to know. For a second there, I thought it was Wednesday. I thought, oh no, I'm in trouble. I should have done some work today. Hello, Diane. Look at that. Hey, she's frisky. She got a little bit of practice, and then, a little bit of a... Some people hate the way I tease them, and then they leave, and then they don't bother me anymore. It's pretty simple. What do you think? I'm trying to get subs here, Norm? I'm sharing the ducks on my terms. See, Norm from Hawaii wants me to tease him, but Norm's not from Hawaii. He's not giving me anything to work with. I draw a blank. You know, I gotta have some. You gotta throw me some. Gotta throw me something. Throw me something, and then I'll see what I can come up with. The chinking, Juanita, is Juanita here? I didn't see Juanita's. I have hair. That's when I need a haircut. What breed of dog is Doug? Right now, he's a couch dog. A special breed. He's stretched out on the couch, completely stretched out. I bet if we walked up to the house right now, I could give you an awesome shot of Doug stretched out on the couch. Goodbye, Becky. Thanks for dropping by. Doug's got the couch nailed. He knows. I wonder if I got an email yet from the lumber guy. Michael, tomorrow morning is the big... I got a bunch of work to do tomorrow. I'm thinking I might use the iPhone, actually, or an iPad with the lens, because I could set this up and you could get the whole barn, and I wouldn't even have to move the camera. But I'll use a power adapter, because the battery ain't going to cut it. It's supposed to only go to 6 degrees tomorrow. No, I haven't cleaned my sofa yet because I don't do any steam cleaning until the snow comes. Pretty well a waste of time to do any steam cleaning when there's still mud in the ground. When you got a big dog, even if you give him a full body bath, there's still a bit of dirt. Until there's snow, it's a waste of time to. There's a waste of time to do two things, okay? And the two things are clean your windows and steam clean. When the snow gets here, then it's steam clean time and do your windows time because the fly crap on the windows is driving me nuts. Like today, there was another hatch because the sun was heating up the side of the house just enough, and it was like, oh man, the flies in the house were driving me crazy. Well, Doug's not dirty as long as he stays out of the mud. What am I going to do with the felt ducks? Roast them. When am I going to finish the bone? What bone? Sawmill January when the logs are frozen. That's when we're going to do the sawmill. Oh, they're getting all wound up here. But look at this, how much water we lost. See the water line? Used to be here, and now we're over there. The ducks are going to freezer camp. Well, not all of these ducks, but there's like 50 males, and that's going to happen when the building's the front building when the pimple's done on the barn. Actually, they told me that the it's easier on the saw blade when the logs are frozen. But there's no sap in my logs; they're bone dry because they're being cut for many, many years. No, the runner duck is in the hospital. Am I going to purple spray the back of it? I don't see why. It's. Well, I might actually spray the back of its wings. I actually might do that. I got to get a pair of gloves on to do that because I'll be purple. Well, I don't mind. I'll get purple. I'm gonna do that. I am gonna spray the runner duck with the purple stuff. Thank you for reminding me about that. Your stream about to die? Is it about to die? Chinking. Well, I don't know if it's going to be first thing in the morning, Strawberry, because it's going to be cold here, but there's other jobs I can do waiting for it to warm up a little bit. Because I do have to literally lay on the ground to do this chinking job because it's the bottom log. But I'm going to lay down some coroplast on the ground so that I'm not laying on wet ground, wet frozen ground, actually, is what it'll probably be. I might not do a morning coffee stream so I can get all my stuff done, so that I can get right outside, because tomorrow I have to get a bunch of stuff done. I've got to get, I got to get it happening, because I gotta get my act together here. Things got to get done. No more time, no more screwing around, folks. I had a little bit of a burnout today, and then I decided to be a serial streamer, and I turned the camera on, and I really should be laying on the couch having a little bit of a nap, and I'm sitting out here abusing people. Actually, I have to call about the plucker for the cull. I gotta call the guy. I'm not focusing on that right now. Until once the barn pimple gets done, then I can. I gotta get the I gotta thin the flock down. They're not staying too close to me. Hello, Patty. It got hurt, Diane. According to what I was told, Allegedly, Lucy beat the crap out of her. No, the 50 ducks that I'm going to call, Norm, are to sustain me here so that I can eat, so that I can keep streaming. Because I have found when I don't eat that I get weak and then I can't stream. I fade away. The man needs to eat. Now, no matter how cold it is, yeah, I have to eat food. I know I'm not your hero anymore. I just get a kick how it's not a very nice day, and they've been in the water all day, like all day. Well, people are telling me that there's an addendum here, but I've only ever seen one, and that's Lucy. It's about 4 degrees Celsius right now. It's cool. Do you eat a duck every week? I eat a duck every third day. A duck, and unless I mix things up. I got some chickens, contraband chickens. I will be streaming the day I cull, but I won't be streaming the head chopping off part because I could get a strike against my account on YouTube, and then they would shut us down. So if it had a different bill, then it was probably a Chinese male that was doing the problem. There is a Chinese male that's attacked me once before. But nobody wants to come near us. Look at this. Oh, we got a little goose action happening here. There was some kind of sexual thing taking place over there, folks. No, I mixed it up. I do different spices. You know, curry, jerk. I've actually even used chicken spice on them. Well, no, Diane, I'm streaming live. It's different when you're streaming live. It's than when you're doing videos. I have videos with cutting heads off, but just you got to be careful. Because what if if I live stream and I'm chopping duck heads off, and then some snowflake comes along, as in the person that I just recently upset, and they reported me, and YouTube saw it. Wouldn't it be just suck in the middle of a stream? They shut my channel down. And I'm all covered in blood. Outside, killing ducks, and then all of a sudden my channel shut down. I wouldn't be able to deal with it till I finished killing all the ducks. It would be a bad day. But I can show everything else. So what I got to do is basically I grab the goose, and then I take it over here, chop its head off, and then bring it back with no head. That's acceptable. Throw it in the plucker. I could show you that. I could show you the cleaning, but I just I can't show the part of the head part. So, that's the deal. So, some people think I should get plastic surgery for this poor thing here. But I'm thinking it's a male. It is. That's a male African with the dual angel wings. It's got a tight belly. Actually, potentially he could go to a freezer. When I do the census, I got to figure out what I have on the geese. If I have too many males, this one will have to go. I'm pretty sure. But at first I gotta do um, I gotta do a census on what we got here. No, that's might be a female actually. I'm looking at the side view here. No, it's not really low. Well, it might be actually. I'm just looking. It looked like a pretty tight belly. But right now I see a little bit of underhang. There is a little bit of underhang. I don't have any ad revenue on live streams. I do live streams commercial free. What gray Drake? I think all my gray ones are females. Yeah, they gotta get separated pretty soon. Well, a female has a shorter, thicker neck, and then the big pajama bottoms. But this one doesn't have really big pajama bottoms. But it does have a low belly. It's not a tight belly like a male. Like I said, once I get the geese separated, I can figure it out. That's a goose telling from the small knob on its bill. If they have a tight belly, like smooth, tight underneath, like lots of ground clearance, that's a male. The males have ground clearance, the females drag. No pajamas, then they're a male. You're astonished, Jennifer? Oh, I could run with that one, but no, I'm not gonna, okay? I could easily run with that one. Hello, Donald. How's Donald doing? Have a good night, Ford. That's right, Gene. The tight belly underneath helps the male to jump on top and do his deal. Because if he had a big underhang that got in the way, it'd be like sort of a big gut. Yeah, she's getting dark quick, eh, folks? Is she ever? I still gotta go do the goose bathtub. The concrete, she's hard. Okay, the ducks are leaving us. They're all going for a tour over there. Can I show you the concrete? I'll show you the concrete tomorrow. Actually, it'll be totally dark here in about 50 minutes. It won't even be an hour. Norm's got one of those big guts. So you couldn't mount a goose then, eh? You'd have a problem, Norm? Be in the way? As far as we know, Patty, people are telling me that a goose has the same spiral willy as a duck has. It's actually, it looks pretty cool, eh? I'm just thinking, will the light adjust? Females are supposed to have a big underhang. And that's according to Metzer Farms. It's very peaceful with the sound of the traffic whizzing behind me. Well, the battery pack's working because at the 44-minute mark, or approximately 70 minutes ago, it said my battery was dying. So the battery pack's working, folks. It's an egg making pouch. That's what the bellies. Plus, also for the nest, eh? When they're sitting in the nest, they need lots of belly to cover up the eggs to incubate them. Because if they had a tight belly, they wouldn't have anything to overhang on top of the eggs. So they need the pajamas to wrap their eggs up. Oh, the sun's going down. It's behind the clouds. Oh, boys. I'll show you. Look at this. Oh, look where the sun's setting. See where it's setting? That sucks. In the summertime, it sets over there. Actually, right there is in the summertime. And now it's over here. Yes, it's just like, it's so, notice like, it's like, yes, Simon, I read that, I read it, Simon. You don't have to keep repeating yourself. Oh, sorry. I'm, you know, we might, well, if it's a female, I'll keep it. But if it's a male, I'll roast it. I'm pretty sure. So I think I got more males than females. I think I got 8 females. I've counted 8 for sure so far. Okay, I'm going to leave my milk carton here. No, the poor Simon. Oh, I know. I've probably alienated Simon now too. I've done pretty good today. I've lost a couple people and I had to refund their donations because they felt like they owned me. It wasn't a productive day. It was like, yeah, it's getting dark quick, eh? It's amazing how fast she just, like, the light just gone. Well, angel wing can be genetic, and it can also be because of too much, protein in their diet when they're young. Because the wing develops too fast. That's why sometimes you can fix it. Yeah, Patty, Tom and I are A-OK, right? I think Tom's even here. He can collaborate that him and I are A-OK. Well, he told me that. Maybe he's just leading me on. No, it was only one person I triggered, Gene. Oh, I don't fret over losing people. Trust me. Debbie, if I was worried about losing people, I would be totally stressed out that I'm still at 48,500 subs. Think about that. I would be just like so bad. I would be like, oh man, I'm losing 1,000 subs a month. See, Tom's there. Oh, buddy, I know. We're good to go. No, it's not always a left wing because John, that one's got 2. What are we at? Oh, I'm at 648,697. Oh, I'm up a little bit. I'm up a little bit. I don't care. Honestly, I don't. We're doing just fine. Aren't we? Do you think we are? I don't know. Everybody seems to be having a fun time here. Unless you're all lying to me. I have die-hard fans. I think I have a whole bunch of buddies, but you know. But I was told, you know, that you're not my buddies. It was like, okay. Because, you know, I don't really think that this is like a show with fans. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because it's really, I'm sharing everything here. Like, I share too much. I'm doing chores while I'm walking around here while the battery's draining. We're at the end with the battery. This is it. Man, she's cold. I was thinking with it getting so cold, I might have to I can't use the external microphones. I'm thinking because those 9-volt batteries, I'm thinking the 9-volt batteries ain't gonna last long, especially like -10, -12. I can't see how a 9-volt battery is gonna last very long. You know, I think we might be like losing audio, which means I'm gonna have to use the mics in the cameras, which means the audio quality is going to be bad. It won't be the same as it is now. That's me playing with the hose. But you know, just sitting there like I was for the, what has it been, 121 minutes, my feet are cold. And I'm wearing my 30 below winter boots. Am I gonna bread more geese? Like deep fried bread geese? Is that what you're talking about? What are you holding for, Patty? What type of bread? If you're gonna bread geese, you gotta bread it with the right kind of bread, right? Sometimes I use crackers instead of bread. You know, break the crackers up, sort of like a breading. Toast the bread, like croutons. I'm just amazed how we were running out of battery, and I'm just to keep the truck in here. I'm doing a 2-hour stream in the middle of the day. I really should have been having a nap, but tomorrow I will be chinking over there. Okay, can I point my finger here? Okay, so that line right there. See that line? I got to chink that all. So I'm going to lay coroplast on the ground, so I have to lay on the ground. I got to put wire on there, and then I got to chink it. So, and then I'm going to chink the other side. So that's not. Take the canopy, the tarp off the front, which I didn't need to buy, but hey, it was insurance. And then start getting things ready. I got to go up on the roof and take the network cable out, because I got to pull the network cable back, because I have to cut. I'll show you what I got to do. I got a plumber's pipe cutter, which I'm going to try to cut this. I'm thinking it might work, but I need to cut the conduit here and then route it through the log inside, because it's in the way up there, because the header for the roof goes right there. So I have to reroute the internet through here. That's another job I got to do. And then, do you see, as I keep mentioning this, but I don't, see how the little boards, there's the big board right there, that little board, right there. See that little board right there? That little board right there? I've got to take the skill saw and I got to go across the whole front of the barn and take it up 1 foot, because that's where the roof is gonna go, the flashing for the metal. Plus I got to put the door flush into the wall is what I got to do. Batten, that's it, board and batten. You're right, Gene. I knew it would come to me. So I got to take the batten off. I got 2 days to do it, Patty. All the little jobs I got to do, because I've set a target for myself. So I know I just chink outside, Norm. That's all I got to do, just chink it outside. I'm going to be lining the inside with coroplast anyways. I'm going to take I'm going to take some of the old coroplast, I don't know yet, and I got to go down to Ottawa and get some new coroplast, and but probably the barn I'm going to line with the old coroplast. And then I'm going to use new coroplast in there. We'll see how much I got left. But now my garage is completely cleaned out. I can bring the coroplast into the garage and wash it on the floor in the garage with hot soapy water and clean it to see what condition it's in, because I just put it right against the wall. And then that way it's easier to keep the barn clean and stops the ducks from eating the logs, or nibbling on the logs, I should say. But now my barn's cleaned out, I can do that. You wonder how I got the permit? Why is there to wonder? Now the nesting boxes, I'm going to modify the old ones. I'm going to take off the bottom of the nesting boxes and use the cement floor as the bottom. That way it'll be easier to clean too. I'm just going to reinforce them with 1.5 by 1.5 in the corners and use screws and put it together. I don't need a permit. It's only 10 feet. We have a rule here in Canada. Well, in Ontario, it's 10 foot. That's the deal. Now, if I was building, like originally in the spring, remember we wanted to add 20 feet to the front of the barn? That's a permit. That's a full-scale building. It's like, because as far as the government's concerned, a duck house is a house. You got to build it to the same scale as a house. So if we were going to do like a full-size 20-footer on the front of the barn, we would have to have a full building permit. It would have to be built to the same degree as a house. Even though it's only for ducks, the government says it has to be built to the same as for a house. Does that make sense? So you want to put ducks, you need a house. Well, the pimple's only 10 feet. You gotta. The secret is the size, folks, because see, when I did it, I could have done, and Tim was out, we were measuring it when we fixed the barn, and we originally were going to do 12 feet. And then we were out front with the chainsaw, and I went, in my head, if we do 12 feet, that legally requires a permit. And I went, we're going 10 feet. So that's why when we were out there, I originally said, let's go 12, because we measured out the ground and everything for the slope, and we could have went 12 because there was room. Because you know how the patio stones go up the side on the front? Well, we could have went 12 and had the patio stones go right to the fence. I'll take you over there and show you, just so you know. So I'm explaining something, I might not be articulating it correctly for you, and you might get confused. But I'll show you. Because we had the logs. I had lots of log. So, do you see how there's the fence and there's the patio stones? See that right there? Originally my idea was if I would have went 12 feet on the extension, this patio stone slope would have went right to there, okay? But the reason that's dirt, at 2 feet, it's 2 feet exactly. The reason for that is because I went 10 feet. So, the rule of thumb is 10. Stay under 10. Because it's essentially, it's a garden shed on the front of the barn, is what it is. That's the deal. It's a floating garden shed on the front of the barn. Because it's sitting on top of the logs, on the same logs as the barn. So that's the deal. Yeah, we're good for food tonight. I got to do food tomorrow morning. Okay, so I got to undo the battery pack here, folks. All right, I don't know how long the battery's gonna last now because I gotta. Watch, the phone will die while I'm doing this. Oh man, that temperature ever dropping. Whew. Okay, folks, did I fill the bathtub? I don't remember. I got chatting, but I don't think I did. Well, I did fill it. Well, that's a brain dead moment, eh? I totally forgot what I just did. I should check the batteries on the mics. I'm pretty sure I just changed them the other day, but I'm thinking any day we're going to have a problem where the old 9-volt batteries, no, we're still green, okay, aren't going to cut it anymore on look at this. Oh, the little buggers. Guess who's sneaking away right now? Look at that. Look at this. They're going to the creek. The female with the 3 males. You little rotten duck. And the thing is, her feathers are getting just torn to crap. She's having a lot of sex. Like she's in really rough shape. She's getting way too much action. And those 3 males, man, they've honed in on her. That's weird, eh? How the 3 of them have picked up on her. It's like, no, it's not many. It's actually what it is that I thought it was one of my females that all the tags had fallen off of her, and it wasn't. It was one of Metzer's. Okay, I gotta show you this. Well, okay, I'm gonna yell. So turn your sound down. Okay, watch this. See them over there playing? Hello, ducks! Did you see that? Is that cool? Oh, Minnie's flying. There she is. Look at her. What do you think of that, folks? All right. So that's what they do when I yell. They run back to the Magoon. It's so funny. And they all do it every single time. Like every single time. It's like it's the most bizarre thing. That's the first time I've gotten that on film for you guys. So now you know. I always tell you how cool it is, and you got to see. It's too bad the lighting was so bad right now. But I think you got a good idea what it was like. And Minnie went flying. It's like they know they're busted, yeah. It's like, oh no, you caught us leaving the Magoon. Like the other day when I was working in the garage Saturday or Sunday, and I kept sticking my head out the garage door and screaming at them. That's what they're doing. They were like out running around the yard, drilling in the mud, and I'd yell, and they'd run back to the Magoon. Okay, I'm just doing the, see? This is how you do it. You listen. It's like breaking into a safe. And you just gotta keep the water running. Can you hear it? Can you hear that, guys? So you just do it so you can just hear enough water flowing that it doesn't freeze. Extreme close-up. Well, I had to get a head right there, Maggie, because I got the battery pack in my pocket and the cord's only 2 feet long. Yeah, we still have Dot. Oh, it's flown a little too fast. See it? It's a little too fast. Gotta turn her down just a touch more. The problem is the big 3/4 inch valve, so it's hard to turn it down low because it's going to minus, I think -5 or -6 tonight. Oh. Okay, that's better. The pipe whisperer. Oh, Jennifer. Oh. You really want me to alienate you, don't you? Mascara duck? Yeah, she's still here. Oh, I'm having a hard time getting this thing to flow slow. I usually have the hose over here. I'm gonna let that run for a second here. Get my head, sort of like I'm a safe cracker, and I gotta get my head around it to go a little slower. Usually I do it with my both hands, and I get the hose over there, but I got you along for the ride, you know. I gotta get the purple spray. Wow, man, temperature's dropping. I've been outside too long just sitting. That's what I've been doing. I've just been sitting. Not exercising, nothing, digging, no working, just sitting, streaming for an hour and 38 minutes in the middle of the day. Should have had a nap. Clouds, yeah, they do got a bit of a purple look to them, right? Man, it's cold. I don't believe the temperature. Okay. You know what I gotta do here? Okay. Man, my fingers is nimmy here. Nimmy. What's the temperature? Looks like 3.75. It's just under 4. There you go. It's just under the 4 degrees Celsius mark. And because I'm not moving around doing something, I'm cold. Okay. Gotta take care of this little girl. Hi, little duck. Let me see. Hang on. Don't get it. Alright. There you go. Bear with me while I plug the battery pack in. But last night when I left here last night, the little male was in here that I found, and I guess he got good enough to jump the wire. No, I'm not letting anybody in the barn yet because I got to work in there. And it'd be nice if the barn didn't have duck poop everywhere while I was working. So the -4 is nothing for ducks. They actually, you know what? It's not even cold enough. It's not even cold enough to put the ducks inside right now because they would actually overheat. They would actually overheat. You couldn't lock them up. Like if you corralled all the ducks into the barn and locked them up, they would overheat. It would be crazy hot. It would be like 5, 10 degrees in the barn. So far too cold, far too hot. Like this is nothing temperature for them. Just don't forget, they got a down coat. You know, they got a down coat. They got the little feathers, then they got the big feathers. They're like, seriously, it's like, especially like this time of year, like -10 even seems cold to us this time of year, but to a duck means nothing. All right. I think that's better. Yeah, -10 is nothing to these guys. I'm looking at it all freaked out and turn my head and cough. Oh, Jennifer, you're asking for it. You really want to get alienated, don't you? Okay, I'm having no luck getting the water to flow here. The problem is okay, it's time to do this the old way. I should have done this right from the start. How many times are you going to watch this guy on YouTube? He tried to get the water flowing for 15 minutes and we watched him do it the whole time. This is what I normally do, is this, what I'm doing right now. Is I bring the hose over here and then I lay it here like this, okay? And then I adjust it to get the flow right instead of doing it by hearing, because it's really hard to gauge it with these big valves. See, now I got some better flow. See how it's flowing? But I got to be careful because I'm dealing with a big giant hose that even with the flow, if it's not moving fast enough, it can freeze. I really should have a 1/2-inch hose out here just for this. I might have to do that. Get the 1/2-inch hose, because then you can have the water moving slower or less volume because you're dealing with a much smaller hose. You only got a 1/2-inch hose, but this is a 3/4-inch hose, so you got to have a little more flow, or it actually will freeze in the hose. And then when it freezes, it turns off, and then the valve freezes, and then you're out here with a heat gun taking the hose off, and you're trying to get everything flowing again. I've done it before. So I might tomorrow get the 1/2-inch hose out just to for this, because now we're officially into the cold weather. Pretty soon we'll be turning the water right off, but got a little more to go yet before that happens. All right, we got water for tonight. Now people are going to try to trigger me with emojis. Alright, well, I've successfully streamed the whole afternoon. I could have gotten work done today. I didn't feel like it. I'm going to go in and get my supper ready. Start these 2 streams outside for everybody. Ducks are juicing it right to the last minute here. I'll turn the phone around. Will you turn for me? Oh, look at that. Now the phone works. My thumb must be cold or damp. Actually, what I'm having for supper tonight, I had a gift from somebody, and they had some contraband illegal, and this is really illegal, guys. Somebody I know killed a cow on their property, and it was actually butchered in a barn. It wasn't butchered in a plant, it was done old school, right in the barn. They went out in the field and they walked up to the cow, well, steer actually. They walked up to it, and with the .308 rifle, and the steer was standing right there, and they put the muzzle of the rifle about 2 inches away from its forehead, and they shot it, and it dropped right there on the spot. Never even knew what hit it. It was like sitting there. It was standing there, grazing in the field, having a great life like it's had for the last 2 years. No stress whatsoever. And the guy walked out because his cattle don't walk away from him. And they walked out. They stood there. They put the rifle like 2 inches away from its forehead. Pulled the trigger. The thing, it just dropped right there on the spot. It was over. They brought the tractor over. They put the chains on the back of it. They lifted it up with the front end loader and took it into the barn and butchered it completely in the barn. The animal never got stressed. Like, never got stressed. Like, no panic, no freaking out being transported, no going through the slaughterhouse, getting all freaked out with the smell of death and all the other cows freaking out. It never even got its heartbeat raised or anything. Why is that illegal? Because the meat's at my property. If he's allowed to do that as long as the meat doesn't leave his property. Because but it can't leave his property. That's the deal. So I have illegal meat here. So it wasn't inspected by a vet or nothing like that. It wasn't even tagged. The cow wasn't even tagged, or the steer, because when it was born, he didn't even register it. Kept it for himself. It's off-grid, illegal beef. Just what the government doesn't want you to have, eh? Taking care of yourself. It was a damn fine-looking cow, too. 2 years old. Yeah, I'll never tell where it came from. You'd have to put a lot of bamboo sticks up on your fingernails to get me to tell you where I got it. Oh, the fine and arrest is crazy. The government wants to shut you down. If they could figure out where I got this from, they would do to his life. They would destroy him. Destroy him. Well, they would make it so that he would have to lose his family farm. And if the animal rights people would have saw him walking out, into the field with the rifle and then dropping a cow right in the field there, where the cow was like, the steer, he was standing there totally calm. They told me it was never even flinched. He walked up and did it, and it was like that was it. They're really juicing it here the last minute. I think it's because I'm out here with them. I'll never tell where. The important part is where it came from. I'm not going to tell anybody. So I was lucky enough, and I got like 2 really nice cuts I got 2 strip loins, which I was surprised. I'm sharing too much. That's it, Kim. That's right. You can't even share your deer when you. Oh, the government, eh? All right, I'm freezing officially out here now. I'm. The evidence will be gone. What time is it? 4:39. By the time I lock the ducks up, 5:39. It'll be gone. No, a little longer. I'm gonna roast the veggies. 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Everything will be history. Man, she's cooling off fast. All right, folks. I don't look at the mud. Oh, the mud. The ducks. I'm almost gonna be happy when this freezes. Like, look at that. It's just black. That used to be all lawn. There used to be all lawn, grass. Now it's just mud. Yeah, if I had a cow, actually if I had a pig, that's the way I would do it. I'd be so used to me, I'd walk up to it and I'd drop it on its spot. No stress, no loading the truck, no trailer, no no going to the slaughterhouse and getting all freaked out, walking on slippery floors. None of that stuff, Just like the way I do my ducks. You know how the ducks are totally calm? Pick them up, you cover their eyes, and then the head comes off. It's so much more humane. Because nothing worse than stress, Because stress is where the panic comes from. Or the panic is where the stress comes from. As long as they don't panic, that's the deal. But I don't believe how late they're staying out because the lights are on. That's still a pretty awesome sight, though. It's not 1,000 ducks, but just imagine what that's going to look like with 1,500 next year, right? All right, I'm going to say goodbye because I'm freezing. I've officially got a chill, and I still got to deal with the lockup here of the ducks. So I hope you enjoyed the afternoon. The afternoon autumn walk, as Maggie just said, is nothing more like autumn walk. Well, Mandy, I've been streaming for 154 minutes. I can't help it if you're away. I tried to include you, but you weren't here. So I'm going to say goodbye. My fingers are now, the ends of them are cold, and I'm not doing the best here on the hand situation. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.